The Cosmic Briefing, hosted by award-winning author Dr. Allison Brown, opens the door to disclosure, consciousness, galactic history, and humanity's awakening.
Hello, everyone. Today, I want to talk about DNA. And if you recall, a couple of episodes ago, I mentioned briefly this idea of junk DNA. That's not really junk DNA. It just happens to be that the scientists don't know what it's for. Doesn't mean that it isn't for something. And for what it is purposeful. But the reason I want to talk about this is because I was on X the other day and I noticed that Billy Carson made a post, and he said that 97% of your DNA is quote unquote junk according to scientists, and how wrong they are. And he gave several reasons. I think there were 7 or so reasons and descriptions of what our DNA is actually for, that so-called junk DNA. And this is the type of thing that I've been talking about. And this is what I mentioned in that other podcast of mine, was that part of it is our connection to our galactics. And so I want to reinforce this because it's nice to hear other people like Billy Carson and others talking about this idea. So one of the things that Billy said in that post was that DNA holds the memory of all of your ancestors. It holds all ancestral information. But I'm going to go a step further, because your DNA actually holds not only the memory of your Earth ancestors, but also your galactic family and your galactic ancestors. So like I've mentioned before, we have 12 strands of energetic DNA, and those align with the 12 starseed clusters that founded our galaxy, our universe. You also have 2 strands of literal physical DNA in the physical body, and those align with 2 of the source clusters or the starseed clusters that you incarnated with, that you contracted with in this lifetime to assist you primarily. I mean, we can connect with all of them, all 12 of them, because we are all 12 of them, but 2 of them you chose together as part of your contract. So yes, our DNA holds all of those memories. It actually holds the memories of everything about human existence from the beginning. It holds all of your ancestral information, your galactic information, past lives, everything. It's super important. The other thing that Billy mentioned, another one of his 7, I think it was that DNA is not fixed based on your genetics. Now, this is a big one, because how many times have you heard that, oh, everybody in my ancestral line has died at 59 from a heart attack, and so surely I will too. Or this particular genetic malfunction runs in my family, and so I'm therefore destined to get it. And that is so far from the truth. I think I'll do another podcast soon about health and healing and the role of consciousness. But know that your consciousness is what turns on and off those genes. It isn't about what's in your genetic coding or your DNA. You can come into a physical body with a proclivity from your ancestors, yes, but what actually turns those on or off, and Bruce Lipton was instrumental, I think, at first in bringing this information and this idea to the mainstream, but your consciousness is what actually turns those things on and off. And so through your consciousness, you can prevent some of these things that you might have thought were going to happen based on your ancestry and your heredity. Another one that I want to hone in on that Billy mentions is that your DNA emits light. Now, this is another big one. I'm trying to think who it was that mentioned or coined the term homo luminous. His name hopefully will come to me shortly, but he's talked about this idea that human beings are moving. We know that we're evolving. We know that we're moving from the 3rd and 4th into the 5th. And he called this evolution moving from Homo sapien to Homo luminous. And the reason that he said that is because we are actually becoming more of a light being, Homo luminous. We are becoming more luminous. Our bodies are upgrading so that we can hold more light. And that light is held within our DNA structure. And so as we go through what I mentioned earlier about this photonic belt, as Earth goes through this photonic belt, the light is bombarding us, not just from our sun, but through our sun from out in the universe. And so as it does that, it's actually upgrading our bodies. It's upgrading our DNA so that we can hold more light. We are becoming light beings. We are expanding our awareness as we move up the dimensional ladder. That's what that means. It isn't we're not going higher anywhere. It's not a hierarchy. It's actually just an expansion of our awareness into more light-filled physical bodies. And so, yes, Billy is correct. Of course, this is accurate. Our DNA holds light. Our DNA is not fixed based on our genetics, and it holds not only our human ancestry, but our galactic ancestry and all sorts of other things. There's a lot more to our DNA than meets the eye. There's a lot more to our DNA than we have been told. And this is, again, why I say that disclosure is not just about seeing a craft or seeing a being or having evidence or congressional hearings or any of that kind of stuff. Disclosure is about the truth of humanity, the truth of humanity's origin and existence, the truth of our physical bodies and how miraculous they are, and where we are headed as a species. So if you're excited about this, and I hope that you are, please continue to follow me here. Hit that thumbs up, the notification bell, share, and like these videos if they're helpful to you so that the algorithm can help more people to see them. And thank you so very much for being present today. Until next time.